Welcome back, Math 2. This is your last video for our prerequisite unit. Today we just want to cover some decimals that you really should just know by now, know what fraction it corresponds to. I don't often ask you to memorize things in my class. These are just definitely good to know because the further you get in math, the more that you can just have in your head, more knowledge of, I know that this fraction equals this decimal, the quicker you can do things, okay? So if you're never sure, like, how do I know what decimal that fraction is? Here's how you know. You take the top number and divide it by the bottom number to find the decimal in a calculator. Okay? So I'm going to give you some of these. So if I take 1/3, that means 1 divided by 3, your calculator will come up with 0.33, and it'll just keep saying threes, okay? Often we write that as 0.33 repeating, or some people just stop at 1/3, so it's just 0.3 or 0.3 repeating, okay? So that bar over top is important because it does repeat, it does go on forever, it doesn't stop. Now, 2/3, also very similar. It's another repeating decimal. Your calculator might round it to 0.67. We want to make sure that we have a 0.6 repeating or a 0.66 repeating, okay? All right. Now, so those two are repeating decimals, and these are just some of the most common fractions you'll run into. That's why I picked them. They're not the only repeating decimals out there, but they are the most common. That's why I asked you to remember them. These next ones, though, are all, they stop. They're terminating decimals, okay? Let's start actually with number 4 here, 1/2. I really hope by now that you know that that is 0.5, okay? So a quarter, a half, and 3/4, you can think of them literally like quarters in a dollar. So 1/4 is 25 cents. So 1/4 is 0.25. 1/2 or 2/4 is 50 cents. And 3/4 is 0.75. Okay. Now what I'm going to ask you to do, try to memorize these. And then on the back of this paper, there are some decimals. I want you to try to write what fraction they are. And some of them are mixed fractions, okay? So try to memorize this. Try to do the back without looking as much as you can.